Hey guys, Silver Bunny here, back with another location video. So I'm going to start doing these just a little bit different, and I'm going to try to mix them up a little bit. I'm going to do regular ass locations that you just walk up to and put your camp down, and I'm going to do some that you have to go above and under. They're getting a little harder to find. Obviously I've done so many, I can't even remember what I've done. I should have wrote this shit down. But and I feel like that gives like a mixture, and everybody will be more interested. Some people just don't want to fly up in the sky or go underground to get to a camp location. They have no interest in it, and I get it because it's a pain in the ass. But so we have 5 locations today, and this one does have 4 that you have to go above or under to get to, and then 1 that you just walk up to and place your camp down. So I will try to mix it up more in the future, but I already had these 4, so future videos it'll probably be 2 and 3 and 3 and 2, or try to mix it up a little bit more and have more just regular ass locations. So yeah, so we have 5 locations, 2 camps, 3 camps with, I have a couple shots from one of my camps in there as well. So 3 camp showcases with the locations, and then 2 don't have locations. A big thanks to Player George and Sep and Jackamore for sharing the locations. I appreciate you guys. Oh, and Coffee too. Coffee King, sorry. But anyway, I'm gonna stop running my mouth, and I'm gonna let you guys check out these videos. So yeah, let's check them out. Alright guys, so for this first location, you will have to go underground to get to it, and it is Jackson Junkyard. Player George messaged me about this location about a month ago. I kind of seen the message, kind of didn't. And then a few weeks back, Sup was like, I want to build at Jackson Junkyard, but I'm having a hard time getting there. So we got there together. It wasn't easy. You can only build in this corner here. And you can get up pretty high. I guess we'll go ahead and talk about that because I didn't rearrange this footage. Usually I like to put this part at the end, but so you can get up a decent amount. I mean, Sep was able to put a decent camp here, it was a really good camp, and Player George was able to put a camp. I think both their camps are in the same spot. I haven't seen George's camp, but I do think that you could probably build back behind this as well. We didn't go over, like, you see where a circle is, so you can definitely build in this corner here. So and then I guess you could possibly put things out there, but I doubt it because it goes up a hill, so it probably will end up being out of your build circle. But this is what the situation is, and it has so many assets in here. What Sep did with this is just next level. I mean, just the way he took nothing and made it something is just insane to me. But enemies in this spot, well, I mean, if you've been to the junkyard, you know. So I think let's go back to the enemies in a minute. I think you could probably build on this, but see how it kind of goes uphill there? That's too high, you can't get up there. So I do feel like some of this other area you could probably get to. Don't quote me on it, don't come for me in the comments. I tried. I don't know for sure because we didn't go over there, but I know you can't go up the hill, and you can't build anywhere else in the junkyard, and you can't go over top. So, but anyway, enemies, there's a ton of Rust Raiders, and they're going to spawn in every time you do, every time your friends do, every time a random does, they're going to spawn in. So that's going to be a thing. And this is what Sep did with this location. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking, let you look at a little bit of his camp, and then I'll be back for the next one in a sec. Alright guys, so this location is just by the junkyard by Meadow Breeze. Man, I moved off that so quick I couldn't even read it, but if you need to know the name, go ahead and go back. But if you come out here and you put your camp module just behind here, you can't place it like right in front of it. So this location is actually the location that Coffee King used for my first blitz when I did the storefront. And I was like, I want to build a store here. So I was like, Coffee, can I use this spot? He's like, I don't care. Name my spot. I don't own this spot. So I actually just did do a gun shop here. I have a couple clips of that, but that video will be out probably next week. But this spot, like you just seen, you walk up to it and you put your camp module down. You can't get to that bus, unfortunately. That would have been cool if I could have gotten that bus. But this spot is super, super cool. I think it is a perfect spot with those little, thingy bobber things right there. Yeah, those are cool. And then it's got the bus station. It's not a station. It's just like a thing that you sit in and wait for the bus. Can't think of what that's called either. And this is what I did with the location. So, as far as enemies go in this spot, I didn't... So some crickets would come over from time to time. But really for Burning Springs, this is a low-key area. So, yeah, great location. Let's get on to the next one. Alright guys, so this location is Slocums Joe's. So I was super excited to try this location, and I went under and over. So we're going to talk about under first because you can do both. So under is for me better than going over, but we'll talk about over more in a moment. But going under, so this location, let's go ahead and get the enemies out of the way. You can get, I mean, if we've all been to Slocum Joe's, right? I mean, you can get raiders, you can get settlers, you can get raiders and settlers fighting, you can get robots, you can get ticks, you can get ants. I mean, you freaking name it. I mean, you're not going to see like death claws and shit here, but any like smaller, like robots, scorched, I mean, you name it, they could possibly be there. So you do have that against you here, but man, this back room, I remember when I found this when I first started the game, and I loved this little back room. I thought it was super cute. So that back room for me is the best part, and you can build all the way to the top of that back room. So I got up super high. I was super excited about that. But I mean, the potential, you know, to build even in front of this or off of that front door there, or just in the back here, I mean, it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty freaking cool. So, but yeah, we're just going to let this clip finish out because I don't really know what else to say. That's really cool. Okay, so now we're up top. So to going up over top wasn't as exciting for me because you can't quite get to place things on the roof, which takes a huge element away for me personally. But if you fancy putting some foundations down and building on those, I mean, you can build up there. It has a very, very cool sign, the Slocum Joe sign, but I mean, and then again, we also have that sign as well. But there's a lot of cool assets up here that you really can't get to. So you'd have to cover them up or just use them alongside of. But I mean, as you see, I've placed, apparently the settler there was thinking about shooting me, apparently. Yeah, that's cool. Love that. Anyway, I placed foundations up here, so you can get the foundations. You could make an amazing camp up here. Absolutely could happen. But I just wasn't as excited about going over as I was underneath. But anyway, we're going to get into this next location. Alright, so this next location is Wavy Willards Water Park. You probably knew this was going to be in here from the thumbnail, but so Jackamore actually messaged me about this location. You can go over this location, and you cannot, not quite get all the way down to this. We're going to call him an alligator because Kalakarakarakaris is not ever going to come out of my mouth appropriately, and I'm not even going to keep trying. So, you can, however, so I wasn't over quite as far as like Jack did, but you can build pretty much on the whole tail of this if you wanted to put a camp on the tail of it. I do have some footage of what Jack did here. He did something a little different. I'm going to save that for you guys to watch. He did an outstanding job. I love what he did here. But so as far as enemies go in this location, again, this falls into line. You've been to Wavy Willards, you know it's full of scorched. So, you're going to have to kill him every time. I mean, when I was filming Jack's camp, they were shooting up there and broke his generator, and he had to fix some shit while I was filming. So they're going to fuck with you. It's absolutely going to happen. But how cool is this location? I did go underground, and it just isn't going to happen. Like, you can't build on, you can't build at the bottom of this. So this is what Jack did up here. But going back to under the bottom for a second, under the bottom, going underneath, that sounds a little better. I felt like I had gotten it, so I jumped out, and then I wasn't close enough, and I just didn't have, it took a lot to get there, because there's a lot of water tables under there, so I am going to try to go underneath this again, just to see and make sure I got as absolute high as I could, because I think that if I could get up high enough, I think building in Wavy Willards would be pretty sick. And I would have actually kept my camp there and built there. It's still there, and I'm trying the trick that Jack told me about going to 76 and coming back, and it's not working. So I don't want to move my camp if I don't have to, so I'm going to try again today. I was doing this last night. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys check out the rest of Jack's camp, and then we'll get on to the next location. Alright guys, so this last location I'm so excited about. I'm not even going to tell you, it's right there, and it is dun, da, da, Mr. Pebbles Museum. I'm so excited I got here. So I tried to go over top of this thing like back when I first started doing this, and apparently I didn't edit that well. I figured that was going to happen because I edited this like 3 nights ago and I was so sleepy. But anyway, you guys know by now you just have to fuck with it, right? I mean, I do what I can. I am not perfection. I am not. And I've also noticed that every time I stop recording, I hear my cat meowing. I can't hear her when I'm actually running my mouth, so I do apologize. I think she got into the catnip while I was at work today, and she is just on one. But anyway, back to this location. Enough about my cat. It has this great house that has so many cool things inside of it. I'm so excited about this one, guys. And then this shack. So this shack, I'd love to just build in this thing. The cool thing about the shack is you can pretty much build to the top in the shack because it's on the ground. The house is on like a platform, so it's up higher. So you can't build as high in the house as you can in that back shack. But man, look at all the stuff in this place. I know that Moon and I were talking a few months back about this location, and I think he said he would be excited to build here, but he probably would want to like cover everything up, so not being able to build to the roof would absolutely be a problem for Moon. But man, I really, really hope somebody builds here, and if you build here, please, please, please hit me up and let me see. I'm not gonna build in this spot. I mean, I don't have a desire to build here. I'm not a Mr. Pebbles fan, but I know a lot of you are, and this is super exciting. So you can get the shed and the house into your build circle. I am a little far back here, so I feel like if you just went further up, you'd be able to get more of that front, which is super, super cool. To be able to have part of that driveway in your gosh, my ums. I swear they get worse every video. But geez, there's another one. This is how high you could get. So the biggest thing that I look for when I'm doing this is if I'm able to place things on the counters. That's, I feel like, important. Like this one, you would probably want to hang up pictures and stuff, but you're probably not going to be able to hang up much of pictures. But I mean, it's really got, so the rock, it's got a lot of stuff on the wall. The rock does like what the world does. It disappears if you try to place something up there. But I mean, this building has a lot of assets already on the wall. So the fun thing about it is, finding out where everything's hitbox is. And then back here, so look at all those bowls. I mean, this shed is so cool. I love this shed. I don't know why. It's just very scrappy and dirty, and I don't know. I love that thing. So, but anyway, yeah. So that was my last location, friends. I am going to try to do this with just doing a mix of them because I'm just running out of things, like I said earlier. So I'm going to get out of here, and I hope that you guys have a good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is for you. And until next time, I'll see ya.